Good people, good people, good people. Good people living we gotta be outdoors for this, you know what I mean? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What's up, y'all? Listen, I'm a man of a certain weight, and I'm trying to shed the whack pulse chain and PLSX ink hex energy. I thought it was a beautiful thing. I don't know, y'all. Like, what's up, y'all? First of all, salute to y'all, man. What we doing today? What's going on? Let me see if I can see y'all. I see West Scott Crip. What's up, man? I could barely see, man. Salute to you. He said no. West Scott Laurent. Oh, statement. Feel you, brother. Uh, hey, said no. Sagamore says, what's goody? J everything says, fool me once. I hear you. That's just that's the real deal, you know. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long, man. I wanted to do a stream earlier, but duty called and I couldn't. But I just gotta share this with y'all just because why not? Cookie the chocolate, I see you. What's happening? What's happening? Diversify. Yeah, it's just been tough. Like the realization I've come to, uh, draw or whatever. If I had to sacrifice all over again, me personally, like for his stuff, I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? Like that's just knowing. But the caveat is right. The cheat code is knowing what you know now. If probably if I didn't know what I know now or gone through what I went through now or what we've all gone through, those of us that you know we sacrificed and waited, still waiting till now. If you didn't know, I don't know. That's a different story. But knowing what we know now, nah, hell no. Like it comes a time where enough of the playing games. Like first of all, if you sacrifice, you're not necessarily in it to really like who's in it to lose anything really. We understand the whole SEC jargon, skirting and trying to avoid legal problems with SEC, but the legal problems came and went. But the whole time, people had expectations, including the one and only. It just people not holding him really accountable. I see. Like the other day, I see people really showing like you could tell like the whole narrative is changing for some people who I thought were like diehard believers. Like I saw that tweet that Hodl Dog put out responding to Richard talking about there's a new front end or a new page for Pulse Chain, some upgrade, whatever. And Hodl Dog was like something to the effect of, "Yo, go drink your own piss. Thanks for the upgrade or thanks for the update." Like that statement alone, forget about what I'm talking about or what I've been talking about. For a person like him who's actually been streaming, early days too, right? Putting in that work, that video internet work for him to respond that way. Of course, he added an emoji like this, but he's told the guy, yo, you might as well drink your own piss, something to that effect. That's cold as ice. You taking pictures with dudes smiling, and like, if that's just a small example and indication of how people feel, man. A small indication and example of what people feel, and not necessarily folks who hate. Like, I'm not a hater like that. I'm just like, dude, I just try to point out certain things that make absolute nonsense, like absolute no sense to me. Like, that's it. We're here to wait, been waiting, you know, try to adopt certain investment styles that work for us to not get wrecked and all this and that. And it's just like, what have we gotten out of it? What have we gotten out of it? Somebody called RH just living in his own world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he just on his own time. While he's on his own time, he's asking questions like, "What do you want to see in your wallet? In a wallet? What would you like to see?" And like, yo, you know what I'd like to see, MF. You know what I mean? This is where I get like, yo, I'm not trying to be, you know, aggressive or anything. I'm just being me. It's like, you know what I'd like to see for sure, for real. I don't even want to see him stream. I want to see these green candles. Yo, it's been 5 years, and this is the thing, right? For me, whether he's listen, all that stuff of, oh, you want to see something done, you do it. Blame yourself for dumping the hex price and all this and that, all this. Yeah, but it's also been documented that some of your favorite hex influencers been dumping hex too this whole entire time. And guess what? That's part of what happens when you're investing in these markets. People gonna sell, people gonna dump. So what? Got to deal with that whole thing about exit liquidity, blah blah blah. But this thing's been 5 years. Like think about it. What new person, new people, new anything, new investor, new money is trying to buy Hex right now, 5 years later, with the sentiment of everything going on right here for people that have been paying attention for years, this whole time? How do you keep people attracted, their attention? You hold on to their attention to buy Hex from what? Rhetoric from when? Rhetoric from 2019, 2020 rhetoric? What are you going to say? Oh, APR, people care about T-share. People still to this day don't care about T-share like that. Don't want to explain something like a T-share. So what is it that's going to cause people to really come through and want to buy this? After 5 years, be for real. Be for real. You've been involved. Okay, cool. You got your stakes out 15 years, this and that, and this. But we have to be real. We have to be realistic. I feel like that's been lacking. 5 years, bro. Like the lifespan of these coins, bro. You know what I'm saying? Burn out real quick. If you've been around 5 years, that's formidable. That's something. That's a statement, sure. But where's the new money coming from, right? How do you keep people interested in buying the same crypto over and over again? How? When it's been an absolute miserable fail. People have just been selling more than buying. It's 2 years in a couple of weeks for PostChain, officially. 2 years. And what we working with? We're working with a guy who's asking weirdo questions or having his slave ask questions to the people on his Twitter account. Come on, man. and then call yourself trying to do something like you're doing something. Come on, man. Jay, everything I see you. A and J Dub, what's going on? King J in the building. I could barely read your comments, folks. The sun is blaring. Bless everybody's heart, in a fire positive way. But I'm gonna keep anytime like until I see, and maybe even after I see the positive turnaround and returns that we all been waiting for, man. It's gonna be like these types of streams for homeboy. Or my feelings about him is just gonna be crystal clear. Like, dude is a question mark for me, man. Like, I can't trust guy. I can't trust that guy 100%. I cannot. I cannot. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. You know, it's crazy, man. Like this dude doesn't know how to pick good friends. Like he called himself teaching people, and this is like this the one of the perils of being a teacher, right? It takes one to know one, right? Or to identify some of the perils, right? Man, sometimes you can't even think about it. That's why you just do your work, you do your craft accordingly. But when you're sharing information, man, whoever receives that information, how they receive the information, you can't really dwell on it like that, right? But a lot of people took the stuff that he was talking about over the years and used it, discovered that it worked, and it's forget about Hex, yo. Forget about it, bro. I've heard people do streams talk about how he made his money liquidity providing, right? Whether it's true or not, it is what it is. What the same person said he did with his own coin, issued a small amount of numbers of coins, and that thing went up gains and gains and gains and gains and gains. You discover that, oh, it works. It works. Oh, okay. Then, but who do you tell that it works? Your insider group. How do you get in the insider group? Oh, who you have to glaze? Who do you have to pay to get in the insider group? Right, right, right. Those of us that are not in any insider group, we just trying to be cool with it, live our lives, and just mind our business, and thinking we're doing something. It's a hope and a prayer. That's all. Hopefully, something turns out for us, because most people are not in any damn insider group. But you got insider group left and right. Then he puts out an announcement not too long ago. Oh, don't engage in paid groups. Don't go to conferences and stuff. Son, you wildin', bro. You wildin', bro. Because part about it that makes it just so crazy. Don't engage in paid groups. A couple days later, oh, go watch this conference. I know I said don't engage in conferences and stuff, but guess what? There's a Hex conference, another conference happening, and it's thank you so and so. There you go. That's clarity. Mm. It's insider information, insider trading, inside exclusive Illuminati groups. Where you think the whole thing about cabal came from? Not just because you got these whales working in tandem and secret and blah blah blah. They're showing you their actions on the blockchain. They're showing you their feelings. This whole market thing is emotional. They're showing you they don't care. They only care. They don't care about the people. They just care about their pockets. That's all it's been, bro. That's all it's been. And this guy talk about giving tree. Wear a cape, adopt some powers from planet Incinerator, and then emit some. Show us what you really can do. Cause I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Think about how much money I really have. This is what he said. Like, think about what I can do. We don't need you. We don't need you. This was before Pulse Chain came out. Pulse Chain is out, and it's like, hey guys, what would you like to see on 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 your digital condom? What inscription would you like to see emboldened in magenta letters on your prophylactic? What are we talking about, bro? This guy wilding, bro. That's wilding, bro. Be careful. I'm gonna tell y'all like that too. Like, be careful because these people, like, it's go time. It's go time for the scammers. They see that SEC not coming after nobody, right? It's quiet. It's quiet for the SEC. So it's open season. It's open season, bro. It's open season, man. I thought this dude, even if it was open season, I thought anything he had going on would at least provide some kind of safety. Oh, you in RH program, yo, you in good hands. You in good hands. I don't know about that anymore. I don't know about that anymore. You're not Satoshi, yo. You're not. You know what I mean? Like you're not Satoshi. You cursed out Satoshi. All this and that and this and what have you? Come on. 1 minute you cool with Vitalik, the next minute is hey Vitalik, this and that and this. Ah, then it's oh you all think you're better than me. You all think you're better than me. I gave you a free book. You think I'm interested in reading about some free book? No, but shout out to y'all if you did. I never read that book. I didn't need to. I raised $27 million for charity, life, longevity, long life. Oh, I launched a blockchain. What have you done? That's not the point. That is not the point. You allowed the scammers to shine, bruh, because do your own research. Scammers received the proverbial hidden Wu-Tang Clan bat signal in the clouds saying, hey, it's open season, folks. Grift all to your heart's content. Open season. You raise money for charity and maybe it's out of his hands and all that, sure. But what happened to that charity money? I'm hearing that thing got fumbled and bumbled and trumbled and dumbled and dundled and gundled all over the place. Whatever, that money gone. Whatever gains you made, you gave away to the sacrifice, gone. No refunds. All right, cool. We waited for the world's largest airdrop, got the airdrops, and it's meager results. Couple people here and there talking about, oh, we need to come together. Yeah, we know things are down. How are you coming together when things are so fractured right now? Like so much damage has been done. You know what I mean? How you telling the community come to Ethereum community come together? It's a blockchain, bro. Oh, Solana community come together. Blockchain, bro. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Bitcoin community, come together. You see how well that's worked, huh? Contentious fork back in 2017. You got Bitcoin Pizza, Bitcoin, all kinds of iterations of Bitcoin from. Yo, it's not. That's not real. All that talk. It's you, what you decide to do, and you keep it moving. That's it. Stop crying. You got groups, splintered groups that cry about how people exit liquidity all the time. That's gonna happen, bro. That's gonna happen, bro. You got heads of blockchains that do exit. They dump coins on their own blockchains all of the time. That's not new. It's not, and nobody cares about You shouldn't do that. You should do limit. You ask Vitalik, has he done limit orders when he's dumping coins, when he's dumping Ethereum, like it's nobody's business? You ask your man Hoskinson if he does limit orders, bruh. Like you know, it ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. It's not easy at all. The people that try to do hex derivatives, what are those projects? You know what I mean? It's like, well, you got to live for today too. I understand delaying your gratification, but how you get into the bag today? How you getting paid today? You have to live for today to get to where you need to go, to get to your 15 years. You're going to live in squalor. You're going to be suffering all the way. Is that the point? No, no, no. These people didn't want to go back to work. What they do? They work the community. They work the community, right? Instead of engaging in whatever, obtaining gainful employment, not just a job, but gainful, something that would help you, right? Sustain yourself. You don't have to be struggling. You got a job now, you back to working, boom, boom, boom. You're doing your thing. No, what they want to do, launch a sacrifice, launch a donation phase. They're down bad and they need you. They need us to support them. Like this is social security, socialism, communism out the mouth. Like what we doing, bro? Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. And you listen to this guy talk. He's writing. He's not streaming. He don't care. He might as well disappear. It's like what? Bitcoin's reaching what 100K, and what you waiting for? Ethereum to bubble? But I thought you don't need nobody. I thought you had the money. Think about how much money I have. We don't need you. We don't need you. We don't need you. Hex didn't need you. This didn't need you. You got all this money. You still waiting? People waiting for some Ethereum to move. Ethereum don't care. People, man. Finbear, I see you. Trap Gravity in the building. What's going on? I see someone saying Oreo DJ. What's going on? Forgive me if I crucified your name. Be Weezy in the building. I can't really see because the sun glaring. Tin Top. What's going on, Tin Top? Eagle AI. What's happening? What's happening, man? Peace to the chat, man. Peace to all y'all. Peace and well-being. You know, man. Oh snap! What's up, True? Appreciate the donation, man. Donations, donations, donations. Grifts, more grifts. Sick of it, y'all. Like, talk about it because why not? I mean, so many of us have been paying our dues in our own way, right? We've been dealing with this for years, literally for years. Nobody, a person who hasn't done this won't understand. That's why it's important sometimes to tap in, to be updated on what's going on or to get, you know, to hear certain streams and, so you can feel like you're not alone and you're not crazy. That's why I particularly do my streams. I'm not doing this just so you could believe what I'm saying, but I'm actually doing this too for me and my well-being because I didn't think in May 2025 it would be feeling like this, like December 2018 bear market. We watching Bitcoin bubble again, going up, going up, going up, and for us it's like the opposite. It makes no sense. These people don't like your man Richard Hart, yo. He's not liked like that, yo. And it's crazy because it's not all about him either. Like, we got a blockchain, but it's the way I can't even call it. I can't even tell you, man. Like, anytime this thing goes up, post chain could yeah, post chain is down. How many? Like, yo, it's crazy. I didn't even see last time. Like, let's say post chain's at 4 zeros and a 2. If you see a little pump, the thing goes up to 4 zeros and a 3. You think it stays there for more than 2 days? No, people sell and keep it down. And it's like, dude, plastering screenshots on the 4 coins like they're spectacular. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Every one of the core coins have been used and abused. People have created platforms. People have created dApps. People have created all kinds of stuff to actually support the 4 core coins. To be real, when them things are not moving, you're not seeing any money being made. It's like, yo, son, this is 2 years. What do you think? This is a win for you? You can't be like, oh, Richard Hart win. This ain't winning right now, yo. It's not. It's not. And as far as, yeah, you don't have smoke with SEC anymore, that is a win. That is a win. That's a big boulder you could remove that's off your shoulders. Outside of that, bro, what would you like to see? This? What would you like to see? That? That and this? What kind of wallet would you like to see? And people in the community already created a wallet. That dude don't give him no kind of nothing, no support, nothing. And I understand why. Because why would you do that? Because what if the people turn out to be grifters? That means you gave them an okay, but then you behaved in a way by letting scammers do what they do. When it's not even about letting, because you can't stop scammers from scamming, but you're giving people some kind of like an okay to do what they do in the community, then what happens, man? You leave your people in a state of confusion. You leave people in a state of confusion. Like, what do we do this for? What do we do this? Yo, put it this way. Like, when I got into crypto 2017, right, with the ICO phase, the sacrifice is the ICO is the second is the different version of the same thing with the ICO. I'm doing no pre-sale of nothing. Nobody's pre-sale. Nobody's anything, yo. Don't talk to me about this the announcement of an announcement, pre-sale, ICO, sacrifice. Bruh, unless you are part of the team, unless you the dev, unless you have some good, like a decent moral compass around you about you, unless you on the inside, bruh, you're gonna have to work really hard to amass some gains on Pulse Chain. Work hard. Work hard and ignore the foolishness. Work hard and ignore the madness. Work hard and ignore the distractions from within. It's like the community was the worst thing that happened to Pulse Chain, bro. It's true. Unfortunately, you trying to bring more eyes, launch pumped out tires, a meme thing, super late. Oh, but it burns pulse. Okay. You know, people say you made moves and you bought 170,000 ETH at last year's local top for Ethereum. And what's that done? You tell people don't buy into paid groups. Don't spend money here, spend money there. Oh, you need to, do postcards, mail, use the mailbox. Use the mailbox and let rich people know what's going on over here. Like it doesn't even resonate well even saying it. Let rich people know what's going on here. And then I'm forced to think about crypto is supposed to be for all people, right? For the people, right? All people. Just rich people? Oh no, but you need the money to come in, or else it's just gonna be people nickel and diamond, right? Nickel and diamond. Who could they grift off of? Recycling the same bread. A community of people, the recycling of the same money over and over and over and over and over and over and over. How does this community get to expand? How does this community get to attract people to the chain? The competition is too keen. Competition is thick, and what we love to do, just pray, light a candle and pray. It's messed up. It's messed up, man. So people, I think somebody or some, I don't know. It's not about somebody. A lot of us been talking the talk for years, bro. A lot of us been talking the talk for years, and I understand now. Like that's why I listen to folks who think independently. Independent radio. Back in the days, I used to listen to independent radio and popular, of course, mainstream. But I also tapped into independent news, media, journalism, communications, radio, whatever have you, to get some more of objective points of view on certain things. Over here, you have limited people who speak their mind, who are not afraid to just say what they think. Whether you're right, wrong, and indifferent, it doesn't matter. In other words, enough of this hive mind, echo chamber foolishness. Because when we turn these devices off, we have to live a real life. While we're trying to deal with this internet money stuff, we also are actively living a real life. You think I want my loved ones to go through what I went through these last 4 years in this post chain situation? Hell no. Hell no. I don't want that for people I care about. Not at all. Not at all. Big Smock, I see you, man. Is that Big Smock? What's going on, man? Yeah, it's been a lackluster performances. Yo, dude is just not marketable. Another marketer told me that. Another gifted, incredibly skilled marketer just told me flat out when I was looking back and I'm looking at how much stuff is done with Hex, all this noise on the internet about, and in life, all these events that are taking place, all this money, sponsorship, this and that, conferences, tours, world events, even a damn movie, streamers after streamers. What other community has over 170 streamers, give or take? When Maddie did the world record of all the streamers, what other blockchain community is comparable to that? That has hundreds of streamers talking about the chain, like, and you still, it still feels like you haven't made any headwind, no real progress, nothing. You know, you're onboarding celebrities here and there, best you can. Dude got a movie in his likeness, an entire film, motion picture, and it's regular. That's irregular to me, man. That's not that, you know. Things should be at a different, totally different situation, man. I don't know, totally different level, different point. I don't know. You know, I yo, we've 4 months passed, man. We month number 5, 7 entire months left in this year. This shit better do something in this next 7 months. We better see something, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, we better see something these next 7 months. We better see something glorious, seriously. Seriously. Because to be real, I'll be happy for all of us that have been weathering the storm. I'll be happy. I'll be elated. I really would. I really would. I know what it is to not be, to not have. And then when you finally reach a goal where you in a position of abundance, that's a blessing. I'd like to see that for all of us who deserve it. And I'm not talking about people who don't deserve it. I'm talking about those of us who deserve it in truth. None of us are perfect. I'm not speaking for any nefarious criminals and bad people like that who doing crazy shit. I'm not talking about that. You know, it's just strange. I don't think Richard Hart is well. I don't think mentally he's all there anymore. I don't know. It could be wrong, but I don't think he's well mentally. Nah. I hope he finds wellness on some real, because the mind is a terrible thing to not only waste, but the mind is a terrible thing when it breaks. Because once you cross a certain threshold, you can't come back, bro. Like, that's real. I hope he figures out some stuff and he gets the help he needs, if he needs any help whatsoever or whatever. But this ain't it. What you doing now, sir, it's not it. This is not it. It's not it. Having a good old time, either you posting or having a slave post for you on Twitter, like that's not moving any needle. In fact, that's getting people even more enraged. And like, what type of time is he on? Mix, J Soul, I see you. Clash 716, I see y'all. Clash, no one said we separate from the world. Thoughts, child, I see you, brother. No one said we separate from the world, Clash. No one said that. He acts like he is, though. Your man RH acts like he's a giving tree to the world, but then tries to act like he's separate from the world by saying things like, Hex didn't need people. We don't need VCs. We don't need influencers. F them. They could buy the top. Think about how much money he got. like some kind of secular situation, insulated from everything else, you know? So this is what you get from buying into that. How many people thought about this fictitious place called Hexaco? Huh? That was encouraged, supported, and promoted by your man. You know, because you would think Hexaco is that place where you could find somewhere that is free of middleman D. But that's the problem. That's the problem. He keep talking at no middleman D unless it's him though. Unless it's him. You know, I don't understand. No admin keys, but your program got admin keys. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yo, like I see what they mean now, yo. I completely see what some of these grifters in my mind. Like I see, it's like to me, I'll call them grifters because whatever, man. But like when the Buck guy said that he could only expect a 10x, 20x from Pulse Chain back in the summer of 23. He said this almost exactly 2 years back in July of 23. He said this on stream. You could expect a 10x, 20x from Pulse. They knew something I didn't know. They saw something I didn't see. Because right now, we could barely see a 5x. Forget about 10 and 20. He could barely see a 5x. Anytime you see a 1 point or 1.5x, that thing gets dumped. And it's been that way since when? January of 2024. Pulse did a meager 4.5x. That thing got dumped January 2024. And ever since then, it's just been that. Pulse chain might have went up maybe a little bit over sack price. That thing got dumped a little bit over sack price in January 2024. We talking over a year ago. Got dumped. Made a 4.5x. But at that point was the all-time low. Since then, it's been even lower. Since then, it's gotten its a new all-time low. It's this year. Come on, bro. Ah, man. I know, right? How's the museum going? How's the museum going? You see? I'm pretty sure you hear this mental illness in the air right now, man. Crazy, man. There's nothing but mental illness out here, bro. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Stick. I can't even say stick to a plan because whatever you do is what you do. This is crazy, bro. True to form, insanity. True to form, folks. Listen, don't let somebody else's crazy become your crazy. That's all I'm gonna say, man. I pray that we find the relief we looking for, whatever capacity that we're made at least made whole, because it's hard to hold on to this too for as long. Like this thing is under sack price and been talking that DCA talk for 2 years. And you're dealing with forces that's on the chain. When I mean by forces, I'm talking about people on the chain who steadily dump consistently suppress the price, suppress the prices consistently. Like they click up, conspire. I don't know what you call it, man. Like some people are like, yo, I'm gonna teach him a lesson type thing, and then we all get impacted by that too. And we trying to see a little gain here and there too. Why not? Why not? That's why we here to make money. It's the whole purpose. Trying to make money. But they don't want, many people don't want you and I to be successful in this thing, man. They'll lie to you and say this is a community. I've heard him on stream say, oh, the Hexagon community, oh, they're great. This is a family. And yo, don't talk that family talk to me, bro. Don't talk that family talk to me. One, and this community eats itself. A community of wasps, of leeches. Not everybody, because you need the hosts so that the parasites can feed off of. That's a lot of what you find here. Real talk. It's a lot of what you find here, y'all. It's unnerving, but what are you gonna do? In any case, people, enjoy the rest of your day, morning, evening, noon, and night, wherever you are. We're gonna wrap. We're gonna wrap. Take care of yourselves. Be well.